Hey guys, it's Megan from You Go to Beginning. This week we're out in the garden again. I feel like summer just kind of is a little bit of the same thing over and over again. Anyway, we're out in the garden. We are finally taking a look at what our potato patch did and whether we got any potatoes at all. And we're going to try to get some last minute crops in the ground and hope for the best and see if we can beat our first frost. So of course I didn't think to film before I started, but this is the area that was about 2 feet tall with weeds and some tomatillos. This is the back side of my garden. Here are all the tomatoes and these carrots that I've been saving for seed, and our flower and pepper patch over here. So actually I did come in and I planted some green beans in a couple rows here, which are covered in grass mulch, which honestly is a good thing. And I just weed ate all this down because I'm looking for potatoes. So I know I have some, and I'm just gonna see what I can find. So we found a few. I'm not sure how successful these potatoes even grew, but then I have my trusty broad fork here, and I am going to see if that helps us find some. But I pretty much just have to do this whole area because I don't really know where they grew. But we're gonna see what we can find. Caleb's out here helping me, and we have a whole patch to go. All right, so I'm putting Caleb on broad fork duty, and he's just gonna lift it up, and then I think scoot it over because that's where I know the edge of the bed was, or where I planted. I did make some rows, but they're nearly impossible to see. And we'll just kind of work through this area, see what we can find. Okay, so now just move forward a little tiny bit, like maybe there. And we might have to trade. Not sure you're getting deep enough. Probably to find potatoes, though, you are. Yeah, let me try it because I can make it go deeper. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Potatoes.
All right, do you have a bucket?
It's right behind you, the light.
Okay.
I don't think this is a very good way because there should be a lot more potatoes than just that.
I think with the weed pressure, I don't think there are very many.
It could be something.
Well, homesteading is definitely not a fashion show. It is hot and I'm out here working, but we got the potatoes. It was a pretty sad showing, but it is enough for a meal. And honestly, I'm good with that. I didn't weed this bed at all. I knew that there was heavy weed pressure and I couldn't even see the potato plants by the time I got in here and dealt with it. I had to weed eat the mass of weeds even to get to it. So to have any at all is awesome. To have absolutely enough for a meal, maybe even two. Now we've got a pretty big family, 1.5. That's pretty awesome. Food grows. And now I've got this spot open. I might actually throw the carrot seeds down in this section, but I'll check to see what else could be planted. I have a little bit of time before our first frost here in Middle Tennessee, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I got that done for the day, and it's good to have it done. So our potato harvest was pretty sad, but we were able to get enough for a meal, and honestly that's what I needed. We needed a side dish for that night, and you know, sometimes that's what you get. So I'm thankful that we had some, and I definitely am going to make sure that I do a better job of weeding potatoes if I actually want to harvest some. And you saw that I planted some green beans in there, and it's been a few days and the green beans are up, which is really exciting because I think that I was more discouraged about the garden than I'd realized, and so seeing new life is really exciting. It's a lot of fun. I should have plenty of time to harvest at least some of these before our first frost. Here in zone 7B, our first average first frost is around the end of October, and so I should have enough time to get some out of here, and that would be really exciting to get kind of a fresh crop of something. So I'm excited about that, and let me turn the camera around just to show you baby seedlings, because that's always exciting. And then we have one other thing we're going to talk about in this week's video. Here they are, plant babies. I think green beans are really cool. Their little seedlings are really neat shaped. I had quite a few come up. I did a double row on this side because I can walk here along the fence line, and then I just did a single row here, which looks like some didn't pop up, but I am still getting some baby ones coming. Here they're still all just germinating well, and then this is a row with tomatoes, so I needed to leave a walkway here and kind of a walkway down the middle so I'd be able to harvest those. But I'm excited to have something good going on, and I'm starting to see some more color in some of my tomatoes. So I've got an orange one there, and just waiting for these guys to continue producing. I'm pretty happy with these large tomatoes this year. So the last part of my video this week is kind of a huge bummer, and not garden related, but real life related. This week we cannot find DC, our orange cat. We have not seen him maybe Monday, I'm not sure. We definitely saw him Sunday. Today is Thursday, and he's been gone for like a day before, but we have not been able to find him in several days now, and we're getting pretty discouraged, and definitely pretty sad about that. And it's the first time we've had a loss of an animal that's more like a pet, and he might be a barn cat, but man, he's the best. He is so friendly and comes around. We probably would call him our favorite around here, so for him to be missing is a huge bummer. So if you are the praying kind, we would love prayers for our cat to show back up safely. We have definitely been praying for him, and just for our kids and myself too. Honestly, I'm pretty upset today as well. Just disappointed that I look out the window and I don't see him. So anyway, you know, that's part of the farm, new life in the garden, and a missing life with the barn cats. And it's a bummer. It's really put a damper on this week, but you just got to keep going. So we're pretty bummed, but we are hopeful that he just kind of went on a little adventure and will come home soon. I'm not sure. This weekend we are set to process round 2 of our meat chickens, and so I'll probably check in on how that goes for next week. But the summer just keeps ticking along, and we're still going. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.